4 for me.
We're in elementary school, and our focus is academics, ABCs, 1, 2, 3s.
Connect the word parts on the
But there's more to becoming a successful adult than just what you know.
Very good.
Of the challenges that face a 9-year-old,
Opposite of happy.
Lane Milliken has got the 3rd grade beat.
Angry. Angry.
Some things just come easy for Lane.
Lane is just a great kid.
Others,
Oh, no.
like sitting down for a TV interview,
Don't be asking me no hard questions.
don't.
If he's at home, you can't shut him up. But when he's around a bunch of adults that he's not really been around a lot, he just kind of clams up.
Come on, Lane!
He's a quiet kid with a loud personality.
Quite a character.
A 9-year-old with a boundless future, were it not for the right leg holding him back.
In 1998, he was involved in a lawnmower accident.
I don't want to do that. That's easy, man. I'm going to show him some hard stuff.
When the lawnmower run over him, it cut most of his right kneecap off.
Doctors saved his leg,
Totally good.
but 12 surgeries later, he's still unable to use it. So now Lane waits for his 13th surgery to have it removed.
And there's nothing they can do for it.
You see somebody like this, they're not any different than you are.
Few understand this challenge like Scott Rogers,
He's the same person in his heart, he's the same person in his mind.
who lost his leg to a shotgun blast.
I was 29 when I went through it. I couldn't imagine going through it as an 8-year-old. I've been called Inspector Gadget or RoboCop.
When he heard about Lane last March,
But it also goes all the way around.
he visited the school,
You be good.
met Lane's family, and declared a challenge for himself.
I'm going to thru-hike the Appalachian Trail.
2,170 miles
It's going to be rough. It's going to be the hardest thing I've ever done.
through 14 states,
I don't expect it to be a piece of cake.
just to prove to Lane that obstacles are climbed with a heart.
Now, what are the 2 words you're not supposed to say?
I can't.
So they parted ways, each for his own journey.
Getting ready to walk 2,000 miles.
There's my pack weight. What is that, 30? Looks like 32 pounds, 33 pounds.
Scott's began days later at the trailhead in Georgia,
Some people call it crazy.
We called it other things last night.
where he set out to become one of the first amputees to walk the entire Appalachian Trail.
We have ice, so you need to be careful.
A hike that would be twice as hard,
Someone who has lost a limb is going to use roughly twice the amount of energy.
twice as long.
It's almost like walking 4,000 miles instead of 2.
Can't believe I'm here. Been planning for this for 2 years. I don't think you can see that on the sidewalk.
While Scott suited up for his mission,
All right, I'm going to slip your shoe off.
doctors prepared Lane for his.
That is how far your knee is from the floor.
At this point, his knee is bent at about 90 degrees and it can't straighten.
This is a picture of a full prosthesis.
Lane and his parents have thought it over,
Am I have a foot like that, too? Yeah, it'll have toes on it.
and the options were to straighten the knee and fuse it, leave it as it is, and he can hardly walk now, or to do an amputation.
84. Okay.
If there was consolation for parents Ed and Julie, it was that Lane would lose only his leg, not his spirit.
So, but that's what our plan is for tomorrow. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that going to work out for you?
Yeah.
Are you less scared now?
No.
I can't imagine having to ever make a decision like that for my child.
3 months later,
Sounds strange, you know.
and 700 miles away,
I'm out here walking, and right now he's sedated, fixing to go under the knife.
Scott continued his march north.
Well, it's miserable. Almost 3 weeks of rain now. Every day it's rained a little bit.
Mile after mile,
They say no pain, no rain, no rain.
it was his handicap that bogged him down.
I don't believe I'll ever get used to the light in it. With a metal leg.
But it was the weight of his promise
Really have been making good time, and I hope to keep the pace up.
that kept him going.
So Lane, the kid I dedicated my hike to, is going into the operating room this afternoon to have his right leg amputated above the knee, and my thoughts and prayers are with him and his family right now. Take it easy, and hopefully I'll see you up the trail.
Every step of the way, he stayed in contact with Lane by phone.
Hello?
Hey, how are you feeling?
Good.
Are they treating you right?
Oh, yeah.
They went real well. It was a real relief, just waiting, for this 3. It seemed like 12 hours.
Just out of surgery,
Well, everything's going good.
Lane was recovering at Vanderbilt Children's Medical Center
First thing he did was starting to move all the gadgets and gadgets.
and getting to know his new leg.
When we got him awake, he wanted to pull the covers back, see what had happened.
Soon he was on his feet.
There's his first step.
both of them.
See, I told you could do it.
We've waited a long time for that.
Something told you from those first steps, Lane Milliken had no intention of slowing down.
Hey, look at him go.
Not bad for somebody who ain't even supposed to be here.
Not because this challenge would be easy,
These are pictures that Lane's class at school drew.
but because someone, miles ahead,
Fake leg.
was showing him the way.
It's just showing him that in spite of what he's going through right this very minute, it doesn't mean that it's over.
Barry Simmons,
We've waited a long time for that.
News Channel 5.